everything going. Just want to start saying thank you for watching. I'm sorry about all that. Um, well, we saw what happened. Okay, the Islanders fall 4-2, leaving four unanswered goals. They did it last game. Like they were good in the first period, right? And then following that, we lost two. We lost what was it 4-2? But that's all for I'm so bad at this. Okay. Um, I just want to start off with the recap going into the game. We first time playing this in the season, Washington Capitals versus the New York Islanders. Pucks drops. We had it was a little slow start to begin with, but then we started to build up momentum and good pressure, mainly from the identity line. I think Matt Martin, Casey Cizikas, and Cal Clutterbuck had a great game today, with both face-off draws and contributing on the scoreboard. Um, about 5 minutes in, you got a goal by Sebastian Aho. That's his fourth of this season. A nice little pass by Bailey going into it, a little 1-2 pass, and then he shoots it, I believe blocker side, and it went in. So good goal on his part. That was also assisted by Noah Dobson. So overall, we have the momentum. Like overall, the first period, great period by the Islanders. You could see the momentum shifting for them. Like I honestly was very excited to watch the game, sitting with my family, and then the face off, like it was average this game. Like when Pajot went down, I thought that was it for the Islanders. He's the best face off man in the on the team right now, followed by Casey Cizikas. But having Pajot meant a lot, and you could really tell after he went down. Um, then after I believe Casey Cizikas then takes the face off in the offensive zone. Uh, what was his name? Oh yeah, Alex scored by passing it, shooting it, and getting deflected by Matt Martin. Uh, Now it was a good play by Alexander Romanov, but the deflection, it was a good deflection. Like what can you do? Matt Martin was in the right place at the right time and it went right side, so it was a good goal by them. And then Kyle Clutterbuck was able to get a touch on that, so he gets an extra point. Um, Sorokin was looking good in net before he had that fall in the second period, but we'll get to there. Second period comes on, and now the scoring, boom, Hudson Fasting scores. It was a good goal. Pajot passed it to him. He went in the corner, and he shot it like far left post, and it was a good goal. It was like I feel like what's his name, Darcy Kemper. Like he could have saved that, but he didn't. He wasn't ready for the shot. It went far side. He thought it was going wide, but it snuck past him. It went post and it went in. So it was a good goal for him. Um, Now Nelson, uh, he couldn't win a faceoff today. Like two of his faceoffs led to goals. So I don't know what to do. He's in a slump right now. He was very hot in the beginning of the year, but hasn't scored a goal in the past 14 games, I believe. So I don't know what to say about that, but I feel like he needs something to spark that moment because we know once he scores, he's off like that. So as soon as he gets that first goal, I feel like he'll be on top of his game again. But I feel like he's in such a slump right now. He's just like losing motivation out there. I feel like you can see it if you actually watch him. He's getting aggravated. When he went to on the partial breakaway that he got where it was offsides, he shot it in the net. He was frustrated. So you can't really do anything about that. Let's see what else I have written down. Oh yeah, and then the second goal time he goes for the face off, he lets it in. Um, I believe by that was the okay, yeah, that was the goal that Alex Ovechkin shot, and Who was the guy who scored? I can't remember, but it was a poke check that just snuck by Sorokin, and it sucks because like he was on top of his game until that point, and it was poke check snuck by him 5-0 and it hit his leg and went in. So what could you do there? Um, 2 minutes later, miscommunication. Then the second goal was let in by Sorokin, where Sebastian Aho was going to the left side following the play behind the net. And then Brock Nelson just wasn't on man to man. And then Tom Wilson was able to sneak in a goal right there. That's just poor miscommunication on the Islanders. I don't know what to say there. And then we get put on the penalty kill. Capitals on the power play. And then on the power play, Ovechkin just sits at he just stands there. And like Pajot, he's on him, and then he goes in the quarter, and then Pajot gets hurt. For everybody saying like it was a dirty hit, he finished his check. Okay, it wasn't a dirty hit. Butch Goran saying he left his feet. He didn't leave his feet. It was just he's just a stronger guy. He's a taller guy. I'm happy that he got back in the game later on, but there's nothing you could really do there. He just finished his check. Going on, Pajot gets hurt. Yeah, he goes off. Comes back, I believe, later in the second or early in the third. I don't really remember there. And up until this point, like even though they let in the 2 goals, it was 2-2 at this point. He still Sorokin was still like putting up a good game. I believe he had 2 goals on 18 shots. And then third goal the third period comes in. Hudson Fashion again. His line with Pajot and Bavilla were really on point today. He goes in on a breakaway and he was 1-on-1 with Darcy Kemper, but he fails to score. He was all alone, nobody by him, and then it just didn't go in. Kemper, there was something going on with him right there. I don't know if he got injured or anything. I thought he pulled something, but he stayed in the game. The backup goalie did not come in or anything. And then during the third period, a shot by Erik Gustafsson, shoots it, cutting across with TJ Oshie, deflects in left side of Sorokin. Sucks, but 3-3. Still like lots of hockey to game. And the Islanders, they collapse. They do not know how to close out a game. Well, not close out a game, how to like play in overtime. It's hard for me to find the words right now. But, Martin gets hit, Mayfield gets hit, and then like the only thing that like was memorable in the third period was when Matt Martin got hit in the mouth. Don't know why we didn't get power play there. Maybe because it's late, but he's clearly bleeding. I don't know why. Like he did get in. And, also, when Matt Martin tossed the puck in the net, that was pretty funny, but that wasn't a goal. By the rule book, it wasn't a goal, but I would have called it a hit off a skate. But I kind of like resembled it as the Carolina play, where if you remember like 2 years ago when you played Carolina, I believe it was Sebastian Aho. It was up high. He high sticked it, and it was going in the net, and it hit off Josh Bailey on the shoulder, and it went in. But because it hit off Josh Bailey, it hit off the other player, so it was a good goal. And I thought that would have been the same thing here, but I guess not. So now we're going into overtime. We're not an overtime team. I'm sorry. We keep on doing this play where we look back into the neutral zone or defensive zone. We pass the puck back. It doesn't work. We basically like draw the timeout until we get into the shootout, and then after we get in the shootout, we suck. Like I really don't understand this. Like you want to get into the shootout, but we suck in the shootout, but we have momentum going into the offensive zone, and we fail to generate anything. I mean, we had a couple good chances, but then Barzell fumbled at the blue line. I don't know what you could do there. He's a good player, but he's trying to walk a thin line that I don't think he could do like consistently. He always like goes a little to an extra move and it goes over the blue line, and then we have to regroup, and then we do this dumb thing where we pass it back and we try to go into the offensive zone with speed, but then they close the blue line off and we can't get in the zone. So we fall. I mean, we get a point out of it. Don't get me wrong, but still, like, I feel like we could have won that game, and it's just frustrating. I believe we are in the fifth spot in our division, NHL standings. I'll check that for you. And as we do that, we fall to sixth. We're now tied with the Pittsburgh Penguins, with them having 2 games in hand. I don't know. I mean, I still think we can make playoffs, but we're already halfway in the season, and we're third from last. 4-4-2 in our last 10. I don't know what to say, but yeah. Like if there was people in the stream, I'd ask questions now, but there's nobody here besides me and you because it's first stream. I'm sorry that this is a mess. I'm working very minimal stuff at my sister's computer. I got a light. I'm doing my best though. The next game we play against, I believe, is the Flyers. I'll check on that. New York Islanders. We play the Bruins on Wednesday. My prediction: we've always been good with the Bruins the past like 2 years, so I'm gonna take the win. 3-1, and I give. Honestly, would I give Varlamov the start? I feel like Sorokin, like even though he's good right now, I feel like he's not on his game. Like, or it's the Islanders in front of him. I do not know, but it's one of the two. I put Varlamov in. That's me. Give Sorokin a start, and then come back on the Sabres, who was starting to get hot. Tage Thompson looking really good, but I'm trying to think. I don't know what the Islanders could do. I mean, like we look good. We have a solid team, but they say we need a goal scorer. Like who's that goal scorer? Like who are we picking up? You want to like pick up Patrick Kane, who's like linked with the Isles? I probably wouldn't give up much. I'd probably give up a fifth at most to pick up Patrick Kane. Like I thought Wallstrom. I can't wait till Wallstrom gets back in the lineup. I believe he got off IR the other day, or he entered IR. One of the two. But we need Wallstrom back. I was really hoping he'd take like that next step to be that elite street scorer that we need, but I don't know if we're gonna get that out of him this year or at all. Like he's a solid player, but I don't know if he's there yet. And that's frustrating because I know we need that next step. We are right there. We went to back Eastern Conference Finals with this team. Like last year, the one thing that hold us down was Chara. I would say if we didn't have Chara, we would be at least in the hunt for the playoffs instead of how much we fell off that last season. But I don't know. But for the New York Islanders, very hopeful for the season. I hope you all would join me on the ride along. Just starting out, if you could subscribe, that'll help me a lot. My goal, to make this consistent, my goal is 500 subscribers from now to, let's say, February 16th, a month from now. If I could get 500, then I could hopefully like prove to myself like this is something that I could fully do. And I honestly just like talking to Islanders fans. I don't really. I live in Pennsylvania. Not a lot of Islanders fans, so hopefully we could build a community here and talk Islanders. So if you want to help me and support me, uh, if you could like and subscribe. I know it sounds dumb, but I it would help me at least. And let's go Islanders.